Hello friends, welcome back to TechGetter Official. Windows 11 has been evolving rapidly over the past year, and with every new insider build, Microsoft is slowly revealing what the future of Windows is really going to look like. The latest Windows 11 25 H2 preview build, released to both the dev and beta channels, is especially important because this is the final preview build of 2025, and it sets the foundation for everything Microsoft plans to roll out in 2026. This is not a small update. It introduces new AI-driven experiences, meaningful UI refinements, stability improvements, and even a long-awaited feature that many users thought Microsoft had forgotten about. So make sure you watch this video till the end, because some of the most interesting changes are not obvious at first glance. Now, before we dive into the features, there's something very important every Windows insider needs to know. As of this build, dev and beta channels are still receiving the same version. That means if you're currently on the dev channel, you still have a chance to move to the beta channel without reinstalling Windows. You can do this by going to Windows Update, then Windows Insider Program, and selecting the beta channel. However, Microsoft has clearly stated that once these channels diverge again, switching will no longer be possible. The option will simply disappear. So if you've been thinking about moving to a more stable channel before 2026, this is likely your final opportunity. Now let's talk about the biggest focus of this build, AI and Copilot. Microsoft continues to double down on AI, and in this build, we can clearly see how Windows itself is becoming an AI-assisted operating system rather than just a platform that runs apps. One of the major changes is the improved Ask Copilot experience on the Taskbar. For supported commercial devices, Copilot is now deeply integrated into Windows Search, allowing users to access Microsoft 365 Copilot agents directly from the taskbar. This creates a faster, more contextual workflow, where search, AI assistance, and system actions start blending together. Microsoft is also expanding its concept of Copilot agents. These agents can now work in the background while you continue using your PC. For example, the new researcher agent can analyze a topic, gather information, and build a detailed report without interrupting your workflow. You can track its progress directly from the taskbar, preview its status by hovering over the icon, and receive notifications once the task is complete. This may sound like a small change, but it signals a much bigger shift. Windows is no longer just waiting for commands, it's beginning to operate alongside the user, anticipating needs and working continuously in the background. Microsoft is also introducing agent launchers, which is a new framework that allows apps to register AI agents and make them discoverable across Windows. This opens the door for third-party developers to integrate AI more deeply into the operating system, rather than keeping it locked inside individual apps. Language support has also expanded significantly. This build adds support for languages such as Hindi, Japanese, Korean, Spanish, German, Portuguese, Italian, and simplified Chinese. This is a strong signal that Microsoft wants AI features to reach a global audience as Windows moves into 2026. Another useful addition is the improvement to Click to Do, which now supports Microsoft 365 Copilot. This allows users to ask questions directly about what's currently on their screen, making contextual help faster and more practical than ever before. Now let's move away from AI for a moment and talk about one of the most satisfying updates in this build, something many users have been waiting years for. The modern run dialog is finally fully functional. This feature has existed in hidden form for a long time, but in this build, it actually works properly. Once enabled through settings, pressing Windows Plus opens a redesigned run dialog with a modern Mica design, smoother animations, and a command history panel at the top. You can still run all your usual commands, whether it's msconfig, explorer.exe, or shell, startup, but now you can quickly access commands you've used before, making everyday system navigation faster and more convenient. It might not sound revolutionary, but this update finally makes the run dialog feel like it belongs in Windows 11 instead of Windows XP. And sometimes, those small quality-of-life improvements are what actually make the operating system feel modern. Accessibility and input improvements also play a key role in this build. Microsoft has added new narrator personalization options, giving users more control over how UI elements are announced. This allows people to fine-tune their experience based on how they interact with apps and system menus. The touch keyboard voice typing experience has also been refined. Voice typing now works directly from the keyboard itself instead of opening a separate interface, making it faster and less disruptive, especially on tablets and touch-enabled devices. A new Discover widget has been added to the widgets board as well. This widget provides short, actionable tips related to Windows features, keyboard shortcuts, productivity tools, and security reminders. These tips update automatically throughout the day and are designed to help users get more out of Windows without searching for help manually. Moving on to File Explorer, the Taskbar, and built-in apps, there are some meaningful improvements here too. For users signed in with a Microsoft account, File Explorer now displays people icons under the activity column. These icons show who recently interacted with shared files and allow quick actions like starting a chat or call through supported communication apps. It's a small change, but it adds helpful context to collaborative workflows. The Paint app has also received a subtle but useful update. A new collapsible toolbar allows users to automatically hide or always show tools, giving a cleaner workspace and better focus when working on images. Taskbar behavior has been refined as well. Microsoft has improved overflow handling when multiple app windows are open and fixed issues with incorrect labels. At the same time, the rollout of new taskbar animations has been temporarily paused to address stability concerns, a decision that many users will actually appreciate. Now let's talk about stability, fixes, and performance, an area where this build quietly shines. Microsoft has fixed issues related to File Explorer flashing, improved Windows search performance by reducing duplicate indexing operations, resolved OneDrive file opening errors, and addressed login and lock screen rendering problems. Adaptive brightness issues after reboot have been fixed, along with Windows Update installation errors that were affecting some insider systems. Licensing migration problems, virtual switch network binding issues, and various localization bugs have also been addressed. There is currently one known issue related to the taskbar auto-hide feature, where the taskbar may appear unexpectedly and block interaction with apps near the bottom of the screen. Microsoft has acknowledged this issue and confirmed that a fix is already in development. And that brings us to the big picture. This final Windows 11 25 H2 preview build makes Microsoft's direction very clear. Windows in 2026 is going to be AI-assisted, globally accessible, and focused on long-term usability rather than flashy redesigns. While not every change will appeal to everyone, this build shows a more balanced approach, combining AI innovation with stability and quality of life improvements. For more technical details, you can check the official Microsoft blog linked in the description. If you found this video helpful or learned something new, please take a moment to hit the like button. It really helps the channel reach more Windows users who need clear and honest information. Subscribe to TechGetter Official for in-depth Windows updates, performance optimizations, hidden features, and practical tech guides that actually make a difference. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell, so you never miss important Windows changes that could impact your PC. Thank you so much for watching and supporting the channel. Your support keeps this content going, and I'll see you in the next one.